please call the roll.
Bertles. Here. Sanderson. Here. Ahart.
Here.
Bauer. Here. Bryant.
Here.
Carver. Here. Patey.
Here. We are pleased to welcome all attendees to this evening's regular school board meeting. At this time, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the
flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, I will entertain a motion to approve the December 15th, 2025 agenda as it's been presented this evening. May I have a motion?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Carrie, please call the roll.
Carver. Yes. Bryant.
Yes.
Bertles. Yes. Sanderson. Yes. Ahart.
Here.
Bauer. Yes. Patey.
Yes. Okay, I will entertain a motion to approve the minutes of the board's executive closed special session meeting held on November 24th, 2025. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Carrie, please call the roll.
Bryant.
Yes.
Bertles. Yes. Sanderson.
Yes.
Ahart.
Yes.
Bauer.
Yes.
Carver.
Abstain.
Patey.
Yes. I will entertain a motion to approve the minutes of the board's executive closed special session meeting held on December 4th, 2025. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Carrie, please call the roll.
Bryant.
Yes.
Carver.
Yes.
Bertles.
Yes.
Sanderson.
Abstain.
Ahart.
Yes.
Bauer.
Yes.
Patey.
Yes. Okay. Done voting for a second. At this time, Dr. Duncan will provide the superintendent's report.
Thank you, Mr. Patey. So I kind of want to highlight very quickly, we had our first e-learning day on Tuesday, December 9th. We experienced our first, this is the first one of the year, and so kind of want to give you guys an update, the community update on how that went. While in-person instruction is always preferred, there are times when circumstances beyond our control require flexibility. Our ability to have e-learning days is based on a collective effort from our students, staff, and families. I would like to thank our teachers for their willingness to provide students with meaningful virtual learning experiences, our families for ensuring students are ready to log in at an appropriate time, and for their patience when technology issues happen, and our students for taking ownership of their learning and giving their best effort in a non-ideal situation. Following each e-learning day, we conduct an after-action review to identify opportunities for improvement. One recommendation we have been asked to share is the following. Prior to the start of an e-learning day, please have your student restart their computer. This is one of the first troubleshooting steps we take, and in many cases it resolves technical issues immediately. While we hope there will be few additional e-learning days this year, I'm confident that if they do occur, the learning experience for our students in District 7 will continue to be meaningful and productive. Here's just a couple of our attendance percentages, just kind of showing that, our kids showed up, our parents did what they needed to do to have our kids ready to go. So these are pretty good. Also, just some pictures of kiddos and their experiences with e-learning. I asked the principals to share these with me. And I can tell you one thing, e-learning at the Duncan House does not look like this. So I'm glad to see that people are having very good experiences here. Again, just, kids making the best of it, our teachers making the best of the situation. I also would like to discuss very quickly or bring to your attention, we had this, with our e-learning day, what happens on those days. Our custodians, our grounds, our maintenance guys, we ask a lot of them on these days. Our schools don't open if they are not there. They worked Saturday before our e-learning, before that Monday. 12-hour shifts. They came in on that Monday afternoon once the snow came down. And so I just want to make sure that the community is aware that, our mission to empower each student to achieve personal success, that can't happen if our schools aren't open, that can't happen if our kids aren't safe. And I also want to make a big thank you to the bus company, the First Student. On the day we did our early release, they were able to get all of our kids home safe. I don't know if any of you guys have been on a bus with a bunch of kids, but I just can't imagine trying to do that in a snowstorm. and every kid got home safe. First student was great. They communicated with us, so we were able to update parents, any delays. So again, we have a mission, and I think it's important that everybody understands that that mission is just not in the classroom. It's not just the principals. It's the whole district, and making sure that we understand how the value of all of these different people. In November, District 7 held our 4th annual holiday card contest. Talented artists' artwork was chosen by a selection committee to represent the 4 levels of District 7. This year, we had a tie at the high school level. So we want to kind of give you guys a little preview of what the Christmas cards will look like, the holiday cards will look like. Jasmine, 7th grade student at Edwardsville High School, warm wishes. Ava, 10th grader at Edwardsville High School. As you can see, that's why we had a tie. Those are very tough.
Yeah.
Chelsea, 7th grade. Brooks, 4th grade. And Rose, 2nd grade. So we had some very talented students. We had probably about 30 to 40 cards we went through. It was not an easy process, but it was definitely a fun one. All right, so this is my favorite part of board meetings. Mr. Superintendent, shout outs again to the community. I've asked that if you see some things going on in our buildings, or you're having experiences with certified, classified principals, doesn't matter, please email me and let me know so we can show them their recognition. And so this month's superintendent shout outs, first we will start out with the Lincoln admin team. And these are direct quotes here, so I don't want any favoritism being put out there. I'm writing to give a shout out to the Lincoln Dream Team of Mr. Michael Corey, Mrs. Hillary Duncan, and Mrs. Jamie Anderson. These 3 are effective leaders on a daily basis. They motivate and encourage the staff and students. They are ready and willing to collaborate with parents. They work together to keep the building and students safe by checking IDs, enforcing rules, monitoring hallways, completing safety drills, and being highly visible throughout Lincoln. They genuinely seem happy to get to do their jobs. The love and appreciation they have for the students, staff, and parents in the PTO is obvious. What a tremendous amount of positive change these 3 individuals have brought to Lincoln Middle School. Lincoln admin team, thank you for all that you do for the students at Lincoln. This is one of our first student shout outs. This is kind of a combo effort. I wanted to send a shout out to our speech therapist, Ashley Gerstener, and her son Calvin, 2nd grader at Hamel. When I left work on Monday, I exited the building to a clean car, and they were both in the parking lot clearing snow from all the other vehicles. It truly made a huge difference. This same little guy and his brother Carson, 3rd grader at Wharton, recently made bracelets for the 1st graders, blue bracelets to wear on their B hand during reading instruction to aid differentiating B's and D's. The Gerstners are a remarkable family, and I'm thankful for them. Great job, Gerstner. Dr. Lane, the next time it snows, will you come and do that for my car? The next 3 gentlemen that we would like to recommend, and this shout out came from the District 7 Curriculum Department. And just so you know, over the summer, there's a lot of materials that are delivered to this department. And so the Curriculum Department said, I want to take a moment to recognize Jake Preston, Dave White, Doug Burlingame for their exceptional support during my busy summer months. My deliveries often include heavy boxes, and they consistently go above and beyond by taking the time to help Dave Hanson and myself move, sort, and deliver them. Their willingness to assist ensures that the process runs smoothly and that we don't have to manage it alone. Their teamwork truly makes a difference, and I greatly appreciate their help. And this is just another example of when we talk about our mission and we talk about what it takes for a school district to operate. If these guys aren't there every day delivering the books, making sure the curriculum department has what they need, and getting them to the schools, our kids will not achieve personal success. So thank you again, Doug, Dave, and Jake. Boom. All right, so this one here is for Miss Carla Kinsey. I just wanted to send a quick shout out to Miss Carla Kinsey at Lincoln. In addition to her teaching duties, Mrs. Kinsey also led the way with some fun new activities this year to connect with her team of students, Team 72. Her team has had a couple of Toaster Tuesday events with parents coming in to cook up some toaster favorites for their students in the morning during advisory. Carla is also incredibly welcoming to all students, even those not on her team or even in her grade. From helping calm, overwhelmed students to simply providing a warm smile to all that pass her. She's truly a gem at Lincoln. Thank you, Mrs. Kinsey. And last but not least, Miss Maggie Patton. Mrs. Patton is all the things you want in a middle school teacher. She's kind, positive, patient, knowledgeable, and fun. She sees potential in all of her students and then provides them with quiet encouragement and in a supportive environment so they can discover their own path within. Through her efforts, she takes a classroom of individual students and builds a unified orchestra that creates beautiful music. But more than that, she builds students up. She gives them a safe place to create and try new and challenging things, and she believes in them. And in turn, they believe in themselves. Thank you, Mrs. Patton. And as we head into the last school days of 2025, I hope that all the students and staff and families at District 7 have a great holiday season. And I'm looking forward to continuing the work of empowering each student to achieve personal success.
Awesome. Okay. Thank you, Dr. Duncan. Okay, at this time, Claire Johnson will provide the junior student representative report.
Okay. Just a few things to end the 2025 school year. Not the school year, you know what I'm talking about. It's not semester because it goes into 2026. That's on my turn. The 2026 Learning Fair will be held on March 4th, 2026. This is a non-competitive event open to all District 7 students K through 2. District preschool families, bring a blanket and your family for some winter movie fun on January 2026, but January 22nd, 2026 at Goshen Elementary. Popcorn will be provided. Please RSVP to attend by January 20th. The 2026 Science Fair will be held on March 4th, 2026. For more information and to register your student, please visit your school's website. Caston's Family Game Night will be held tomorrow, December 16th from 6 to 7:30. Bring your loved ones and enjoy different board games, card games, puzzles, and other fun activities. Attention all 8th grade parents. Join us at Edwardsville High School on January 26th for our annual parent informational meeting. EHS administrators and counselors will cover high school course selection and answer any additional questions your rising 9th graders may have. Finally, district families and students, this is your reminder that first semester does not end until after break on January 16th.
Awesome. Okay, at this time, Josie Proctor will provide the senior student representative report.
Thank you. I don't have a lot tonight, but I have a lot of sports updates. So congratulations to EHS Band, Choir, and Orchestra All-State students. EHS has had 21 students going to All-State, which is a prestigious ensemble made up of the best from the state. Thank you for representing EHS. Some updates on fall sport as fall comes to an end. Flag football finished 4th at IHSA State for their inaugural season. Girls tennis were sectional champs and went on to finish 8th at IHSA State. Girls cross country were regional champs and went on to finish 8th at IHSA State. Boys cross country were also regional champs and finished 23rd at IHSA State. Girls swimming were sectional champs at the IHSA State. And Grace Ertl finished 11th for the 50-yard free and Scout Jackson finished 9th for the 100-yard backstroke. Congratulations to the medical occupation students that competed in the 2nd annual Southwestern Conference Sports Medicine Competition. Morgan Simmons placed 1st in wrist taping, Sophia Noscono placed 3rd in ankle taping, and Morgan Simmons and Lila Bubb tied for 1st in ankle taping. This week, EHS students are invited to take part in Holiday Spirit Week. Today was Pajama Day, tomorrow is Fleece and Flannel, Wednesday is Winter Wonderland, which is white and blue, Thursday is Fun and Comfy Socks, and Friday is Ugly Sweaters. Tiger Girls Wrestling placed 1st at Munch Wrestling Tournament in Pontiac. Congratulations, girls. Congratulations to Ryan Ritchie for earning his 10th career win for boys wrestling. Girls and boys basketball have officially went into season. Recently, both our girls and boys team secured a victory over Belleville West. Congratulations to the EHS varsity and JV dance teams for their success at the IDTA Belleville East Regional. EHS varsity received first place Class 3A IHSA overall, first place lyrical, and they qualified for state, first place for hip hop, and they qualified for state for that as well. Sarah Heisler qualified for state as a soloist, and EHS JV placed first for their lyrical. Tigers cheer had a successful weekend. Both JV and varsity qualified for ICCA state at their home competition. And last, a reminder to students that final exams will be held after break during the 14th, 15th, and 16th of January.
Okay, thank you. At this time, does any board member have a report to share? No? Okay. We are entering the section of the meeting where we recognize special guests, students who have excelled and provide the opportunity for visitors to address the school board. At this time, I would like to introduce Dr. Andy Williams, principal of Woodland Elementary School, and Carrie Fico, teacher at Warden Elementary School, who will recognize their students of the month of November. Yeah.
Thank you. Good evening. Thank you, Dr. Duncan and the Board of Education for allowing us to introduce our Student of the Month, Grant Langford. Grant is a fifth grader at Woodland, and he's a very valued member of our Woodland family. We wanted to recognize Grant for his quick and calm response during a bus incident. The bus overheated and had to be evacuated. Grant maintained his composure and helped assist other students and the bus driver during the evacuation. He helped the students keep calm and was such a support for the bus driver that first student made a point of calling us at Woodland to let us know what a great job he did. We are incredibly proud of Grant, and we're happy that he's a Woodland Bobcat. Grant?
Good evening. I'm Mrs. Fico. I'm Lyndon's teacher. Mrs. Morton has been unexpectedly delayed since Sunday afternoon and is sad that she isn't able to be here to celebrate Lyndon, but I am lucky enough to get the opportunity to read for you what she has to say about this special Warden Star. So good evening. Thank you to Dr. Duncan and the Board of Education for taking time each month to celebrate students for being who they are. It's important, so important in fact, that Lyndon changed out of her Christmas pajamas for this. I did as well. I tried to talk her into wearing them, but no. Lyndon is a fifth grader at Warden Elementary, and her sweet smile and quiet presence may mask how wonderful she is, but we sure know. Her heart is one of the biggest we have there, and that can be seen in the way that she includes everyone at all times and goes out of her way to involve students inside and outside of the classroom. For example, on the playground, Lyndon makes a point to reach out to others and invite them to join her and her friends, demonstrating exceptional inclusiveness and leadership. Lyndon is always kind and respectful to her peers and adults. She's a hard worker academically and thoughtful in every sense of the word. Her hard work and positive attitude make her a true star at Warden Elementary. Good job.
Okay. At this time, I'd like to introduce Amy Boscolo, Athletic Director for Edwardsville High School, who will recognize the EHS swim team for their accomplishments.
Sorry, It's just me.
I just go by the script. That's what they wrote, you know?
Not a problem. Thank you for the opportunity to address the board and actually just introduce the swimming coach as well as the team. Before I do that, I just want to say that EHS Swimming has truly become the powerhouse of swimming south of I-80, and we continue to make inroads into the state rankings as well. And a lot of that is due to the consistency of our coaching staff. So it's my pleasure to introduce Coach Christian Roten. He has done a fabulous job with the swim program since he's taken it on, and we look forward to what the future holds. So Coach Roten, please.
Thank you, Principal Fox. Thank you, School Board, Dr. Duncan, for allowing us the time to recognize some incredible athletes. I've been the coach of the EHS Girls Swim and Dive team for 12 years now, and I can say without a doubt this is our most impressive team we've ever had. This past year, we were able to win our 12th consecutive sectional championship and qualify nine athletes across 11 events for the state championships. At the state meet, we had 5 athletes qualify for finals and earn state medals, including sophomores Greta Deist and Lane Curry, junior Riley Curry, and seniors Grace Ertl and Scout Jackson. There was some history made for our team at the state meet. For the first time in team history, our medley relay made it to the A final, or the top 8, and they placed 8th. For the second time in team history, the 200 free relay qualified for the A final and placed 8th. And finally, the 400 free relay also qualified for the B finals, placing 13th, making it the first time we have ever qualified all 3 relays for the finals. Individually, Grace Ertl placed 11th in the 50 freestyle, and Scout Jackson placed 9th in the 100 backstroke, making them the top 2 state medalists in program history. As a team, we finished in 11th place, which is the highest place our swim team has ever placed at the state meet. In addition to these impressive accomplishments, team records in the 200 freestyle relay, 400 freestyle relay, 11 and 6 dive were broken throughout the season, and the 200 free relay was an automatic All-American qualifier. All of the athletes on our team pour their hearts into this sport, and we sincerely appreciate taking the time to honor their accomplishments. Sophomore Lane Curry. Sophomore Greta Deist. Junior Riley Curry. And our 2 seniors. First we have Scout Jackson, who will be swimming at West Virginia next year. And last we have Grace Ertl, who will be swimming for Ball State.
Awesome. Okay, at this time, the board has set aside time for anyone wishing to address the board. I would like to remind our public that this portion of the meeting, for a maximum of 60 minutes, time is reserved for comments from the public in accordance with Policy 230, public participation at Board of Education meetings, and petition to the board as follows. This will be the only opportunity to address the board during the regular meeting. Please limit your comments to 3 minutes or less. A screen timer will be provided. Individuals may not defer their time to another speaker. If your comments are about matters involving students or district personnel, please refrain from disclosing names. Please understand that the board will not respond to questions made during public comments, but may direct the superintendent to address these questions in a district communication or at a subsequent board meeting. Please remember that the board generally needs to gather additional information about any questions or concerns prior to responding or taking action. At the conclusion of the meeting, if you have additional questions for the board, please see the board secretary. Okay, and we have one sign up, Deborah Pitts.
Good evening. Some of you may have seen me at the board meetings. I've been around for a long time. I am Deborah Pitts. I've been in Edwardsville since 1971. I'm a retired educator of 39 years. I served on their board, District 7's board, from 2017 to 2023. So I've been around for a while. I started coming to the board meetings when I was working, and I always worked in Alton and Bethalto. I retired in 2014. I attended the board meetings religiously, probably, for 3 years before I decided to become a part. I'm here today to share with you that I had the opportunity. I love sports, and anybody who knows me know that I love sports. I had the opportunity to walk in the building of EHS twice this week, and also Lincoln once. The new renovations or the remodeling is exceptional to me. When I walked in there, I thought, boy, this is state of the art. So I walked around, and I'm not a fan of the restrooms, though. I'm not a fan of the restrooms, but I looked around. But I really lost sleep over the weekend because the only thing I could think of was Hamel School. I've sat where you've been sitting. Sometimes you have to make decisions on your own. You don't need people to make decisions for you. For some of you who know me, and I know a couple people on the board know me quite well, I've had to make decisions and stood alone. So I cannot believe that U.S. board members have not probably lost any sleep over the remodeling, reconfiguration, structuring added on to Lincoln, which is beautiful, as well as the high school. But when I got in the house on Friday, I couldn't sleep. It bothered me all weekend because there are children at Hamel School. And it seems as though we've put Hamel down on the list. I don't have any children in the district. I don't have any family here. I don't hold grudges, but I just want to say to you, do what's fair, do what's just, and do what's honest. We stand up and say the pledge every meeting, and the last 6 words say, with liberty and justice for all. So if we're thinking about our schools inside, what about our schools up north? What about those kids? How do you think they feel when they walk into Lincoln and when they walk into the high school with the new media center? I mean, what about the kids? And people who know me that know that that's my first thought. How is this going to affect kids? So I'm asking you to please think about what has transpired and what could you do, because we elected you to be honest, to be fair, and to be just. Thank you.
Thank you. That was the only person that signed up. Does anybody else want to address the board? No? Okay. Before we move on, I'd like to just say thank you for taking the time to speak tonight. Please note the board will have conversations, and somebody will follow up. Thank you. Okay. Would any board member like to remove any consent agenda items for separate action?
I would like the December 4th special meeting minutes removed.
And I would like the November 24th regular meeting minutes removed.
Okay.
And special meeting minutes.
Okay. Multitasking. Okay.
I got the 2 extra motions ready.
Okay, ready? Okay. I gotta move to the right part here. The requested item is being removed from the consent agenda for a separate vote. Is there anything else board member would like to remove from the consent agenda for separate action? Okay, hearing none, I will entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda as amended this evening.
So moved.
Do I have a second? Okay,
Second.
thank you. Any discussion? Carrie, please call the roll.
Brahan,
Yes.
Ahart,
Yes.
Bertles. Yes. Sanderson,
Yes.
Bauer,
Yes.
Carver,
Yes.
Patey.
Yes. Okay. Now, which one are we talking about here?
Either set of minutes is fine, whichever set you would like to go with.
I'm sorry?
Either set of minutes.
Okay. Okay, so, I'm trying to figure out the verbiage here. Okay, approval of regular minutes on November 24th. May I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Carrie, please call the roll.
Brahan,
Yes.
Bauer,
Yes.
Bertles,
Yes.
Sanderson,
Yes.
Carver,
Abstain.
Patey,
Yes.
Ahart,
Yes.
Okay. Approval of December 4th, 2025 minutes. Excuse me, special meeting minutes. Oh, we got the both. Oh, sorry. Sorry, this threw me off here. Approval of special meeting minutes, November 24th, 2025. Do I have a motion?
so moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Okay. Carrie, please call the roll.
Bertles, yes. Brahan,
Yes.
Sanderson,
Yes.
Bauer,
Yes.
Ahart,
Yes.
Carver,
Abstain.
Patey.
Yes. Okay. Now, approval of special meeting minutes for December 4th, 2025. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Carrie, please call the roll.
Brahan,
Yes.
Carver,
Yes.
Bertles,
Yes.
Sanderson,
Abstain.
Bauer,
Yes.
Ahart,
Yes.
Patey.
Yes. Okay. Thank you for everybody's patience on that one. Okay. A link has been provided in this evening's agenda to locate the most recent building newsletters for each school. Please check it out. At this time, Ginger McDaniel, a district math coach, will provide a report.
Hi, good evening, Dr. Duncan and the board. I am here on behalf of the Parent-Teacher Advisory Committee. I had the pleasure of meeting with them on December 3rd to discuss K through 8 mathematics, so a couple of you were there. Some things that we went over. First, we discussed our District 7's mission, vision, and values and how these guiding principles apply to mathematics specifically. We went on to discuss the elements of mathematical proficiency, whereas it was once considered mastery to have basic arithmetic knowledge, but now these include strands of mathematics that are dependent upon one another. These include conceptual understanding, procedural fluency, strategic competence, which is the ability to formulate, represent, and strategize ways to solve problems, in addition to adaptive reasoning, which is reflecting and justifying your reasoning, and productive disposition, which is that can-do-it attitude that we want all of our students to have. These components are part of the mathematics proficiency rope that was created by the National Research Council in 2001. After that, we discussed what we teach, which are Illinois State Learning Standards. They're divided into two subgroups, the first being the standards for mathematical practices. Those are 8 thinking standards, or the minds of habit practices, that allows us to access that grade level content standards that we have. In addition, we discussed our curriculum resources for K through 5. That being Curriculum Associates, iReady Mathematics, and Personalized Instruction, which if we talk to our students, they call that their My Path. And additionally, our middle grades in 6 through 8, we talked about Amplified Desmos Mathematics and IXL, which was adopted last year, with K through 5 being adopted this year. Both of these, while they're different curricular resources to teach those state standards, they're intentionally aligned in their approach, depth, and blend of digital and pencil paper materials to allow our children success in a world that is a digitalized world. Next, we talked about those resources and analyzed them, specifically focusing on how the family support can be used to contribute to their student learning by looking at information found in that K through 5 student dashboard, as well as the caregiver hub in grades 6 through 8. In addition to the information that the district will send out periodically and plans to send out into the second semester as well. We looked at the components of a math session or lesson, specifically the frameworks of the Try, Discuss, Connect at grades K through 5 and the Launch, Monitor, Connect framework at 6 through 8. Focusing on the language routines that are in those, because no longer is it the way that I learned math and the way some of you may have learned math, where it's quiet. Math is loud, we talk about it, we learn from each other, we show multiple representations, which leads us into talking about those manipulatives and visuals that are now available to students too, and that we really want to focus on as a meaningful part of our instruction. And lastly, we talked about the personalized instruction from My Path through Curriculum Associates for our K through 5 learners, as well as IXL's personalized instruction for our middle school learners. So we had a great meeting, and I appreciated the opportunity to speak to our Parent Advisory Committee. So that's it.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay, action considerations. Approval of action item 7.1, Dr. Duncan.
It is recommended that the Board of Education approve action item 7.1, which is the approval of the 2026-27 EHS course handbook.
Okay. Any discussion? Okay. Those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Okay, the ayes have it. Okay, approval action item 7.2, Dr. Duncan.
It is recommended that the Board of Education approve the first reading of policy updates as discussed by the Board on November 24th, 2025.
All right, any discussion? Okay, those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? The ayes have it. Motion carries. Okay. 7.3, approval of action item 7.3. Dave Courtney.
Thank you. It's recommended the Board of Education approve the 2025 tax levy for the 2026-2027 school year.
Okay. May I have a motion?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Okay, any discussion? All right, Carrie, please call the roll.
Brahan,
Yes.
Sanderson,
Yes.
Bertles,
Yes.
Bauer,
Yes.
Carver,
Yes.
Ahart,
Yes.
Patey.
Yes. Okay, approval of action item 7.4. Dave Courtney.
Thank you. It's recommended the Board of Education approve the cancellation of a special treasurer bond 2023 D Health Life Safety bond issue and 2023 C debt certificates since those funds have been fully expended.
Okay. May I have a motion?
So moved.
May I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion?
Dave, can you give a short synopsis of this?
So when, anytime the district does a borrowing, such as a bond issue or when we issue debt certificates, 10% of the proceeds have to be held in a special treasurer bond, and that needs to stay in force until either as the funds are expended, it can be reduced, or once the funds are fully expended, then the bond can be canceled. So we've been carrying the bond, we reduced it a year ago, and then now we're canceling it since those funds have been spent. Similar to the treasurer bond that the district has for all of its funds. It's just there's specific other instances where bonds are required. So these are two of them.
Cool. Thank you.
And this does this in any way affect tax rates or
No.
anything? It has nothing to
No,
do
it's
with?
basically security for additional funds that come in outside of the general operating funds that run through the bank account every day or every year. These are special events, so they require a special bond.
Any other questions? Okay. Carrie, please call the roll.
Bertles?
Yes.
Bauer?
Yes.
Sanderson?
Yes.
Ahart?
Yes.
Brahan?
Yes.
Carver?
Yes.
Patey?
Yes. Okay, approval of action item 7.5. Dr. Duncan.
It is recommended that the Board of Education approve personnel matters related to the resignations and retirement of employees as discussed earlier in executive session.
Okay. May I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, any discussion? Carrie, please call the roll.
Brahan?
Yes.
Sanderson?
Yes.
Bertles?
Yes.
Ahart?
Yes.
Bauer?
Yes.
Carver?
Yes.
Patey?
Yes. Okay, approval of action item 7.6. Dr. Duncan.
It is recommended that the Board of Education approve personnel matters related to the appointment, employment, compensation, or transfer of employees, pending required certifications and professional educator license, completion of paperwork and all background fingerprint checks completed and cleared as discussed earlier in executive session.
May I have a motion?
So
Move
moved.
for approval.
Second.
Sorry.
Too quick.
Got it.
Do I have a second?
I was second.
Okay.
She got
She-
me on the
oh, okay.
motion.
Okay. Sorry. Okay. Any discussion? Okay. Carrie, please call the roll.
Bertles?
Yes.
Brahan?
Yes.
Sanderson?
Yes.
Ahart?
Yes.
Bauer?
Yes.
Carver?
Yes.
Patey?
Yes. Okay. Approval of action item 7.7.
Bless you.
I move that the board uphold the suspension of student 01160925. The board finds that the student's action did not align with the expectations that we have for students in District 7 schools. This is a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Carrie, please call the roll.
Patey?
Yes.
Sanderson?
Yes.
Bertles?
Yes.
Ahart?
Yes.
Bauer?
Yes.
Brahan?
Yes.
Carver?
Yes.
Okay. Approval of action item 7.8. I move that the board uphold the suspension of student 01091025. The board finds that the student's action did not align with the expectations that we have for students in District 7 schools. In addition, the board finds that the current coding of the student's incident that led to their suspension should be changed to misconduct. This is a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Carrie, please call the roll.
Patey?
Yes.
Brahan?
Yes.
Bertles?
Yes.
Sanderson?
Yes.
Ahart?
Yes.
Bauer?
Yes.
Brahan?
Yes.
And Carver?
Yes.
Okay. Approval of action item 7.9. I move that the Board of Education approve a separation agreement with Dr. Patrick Shelton, Superintendent.
So moved.
This is a motion. May I have a second?
Second.
Okay. Any discussion? Carrie, please call the roll.
Patey?
Yes.
Brahan?
Yes.
Bertles?
Yes.
Sanderson?
Yes.
Ahart?
Yes.
Bauer?
Yes.
Carver?
Yes.
I'm going to start the announcements for the board section, 8.1. I have a prepared statement that I'd like to read.
Before you read that, Bob, I got something.
Okay.
And then I'll let you move into that one. Because we're going to close out right after here. I just want to give a shout out to the Edwardsville Police Department and Glen Carbon Police Department, as well as all the other local police departments out there that support what's known as Shop with a Cop or Christmas with a Cop. They work with our school districts. They support our communities and really brought the light of Christmas or the holiday season into a lot of young kids. So thank you.
Okay. Is anybody else? Okay.
I have something. Do you want to say yours first?
No, go for it.
Okay. As we approach the end of this 2025 calendar year, I would like to thank those who have been involved in getting great things done in our district. The fall semester started with the ribbon cutting at Lincoln Middle School. Lincoln and many other buildings had construction work done over the summer, and it was all completed and ready for our students on the first day of school. Some of the other positives that throughout the district were acknowledged at our last board meeting, such as LeClaire School being a model PLC school after the program had been in place only a few short years. We've had multiple schools that are on the exemplary list on their school report card, and this is a result of the teamwork of our students, our staff, parents, and the administrators at each of the buildings. The superintendent student advisory meet regularly to give their input on the current high school happenings, and they were at our last board meeting as well, sharing some of their experiences with the board. So another way that we've gotten our student input is through our senior and junior reps, and including them in the IASB meetings in November in Chicago. So thank you guys for sharing your wisdom with us at every meeting. So as was mentioned earlier, I was attending the Parent-Teacher Advisory Committee, and at this meeting, as well as all the committee meetings, we start with our district mission and vision statements. And in the past, those statements were not as visible as we've had them recently throughout the district. So at that meeting, the committee heard of various ways that our district, or our students, get evaluated throughout the year so they can receive the extra help in the areas that was needed. So Ginger, you did a very good job tonight describing the things that happened at that meeting. So it was very informative. And throughout our last several meetings, and we've had curriculum updates from the curriculum department, and for a lot of reasons we've not had curriculum studies, that process going through, they've kind of had become non-existent, but with the passage of Prop E and a lot of work with the curriculum department, now those areas have been reviewed. Most of the areas have been reviewed, and I believe there's discussion to start the next review cycle for each of the curriculum areas. So that's great news that we've had progress in our district to be able to uphold those curriculum studies. So our district is full of employees who work hard to do the right thing to improve our educational system every day. And during this holiday season, I hope we can each reflect on the positives that our district has endured, and we can look forward to seeing great things happening in 2026. So happy holidays to all board members and your relatives. So.
Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you. Okay. Anything else? Okay. I don't normally write these out, but I wanted to make sure that I captured everything. Been thinking a lot about these things. Having talked multiple times over the last couple of months with each board member individually, I would like to take this opportunity to publicly acknowledge the board members' concerns with not being able to comment on personnel issues while wanting to provide transparency. As a reminder, all board actions are available for review under the Freedom of Information Act. Dr. Duncan has the full authority and support of this board to lead this district. Over the next couple of months, we'll be working with Dr. Duncan to chart a path for this district that keeps our schools current with best practices, increases the engagement of students, teachers, staff, parents, and the community, while also maintaining a strong financial foundation. We will rely heavily on Dr. Duncan to navigate the tactical and strategic challenges before us with the goals of ensuring District 7 is a school district of choice in this region.
Thanks, Bob.
Thank you. Okay. Next item. Agenda topic for the next meeting. They're all posted there for everyone to see. And with no further business, may I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anybody say